All right, this is not your average sports talk. This is the sixth time we've recorded this intro, but I think we're just going to take it at this point. We're talking about the J.J. Watt trade first, then we're going to do a fun game with some hypotheticals. Thank you for clicking on this video. It means the world to us. Now let's get into it. Nathan, start us off.
All right, first up, we got big news today. J.J. Watt getting released from the Texans. So, what do you guys think of that?
All right, Nick, where do you think he's going to land? Nick.
Speak up.
Can't hear you.
This man is not existing. I'm going. Okay, first off, they should just trade him. I don't care what he's done for the franchise. Trade the man. Franchises are down to the dumps, and you're doing whatever the hell you're doing to Deshaun Watson. You ruined the career. Just trade him for a second, man. Just any team would trade him for a second, guaranteed. Any contender, any team he wanted to. Like I get it why they released him, but you could have gotten something for him. But he's the we gotta go to. What I want to see him go to is the Packers. I think it could really help solidify that defense, even though they already got their rushers in Preston Smith and Zadarius Smith. Well, I think he just added a lot to that defense that's really struggled to keep up with Aaron Rodgers and his play. The team that most needs him, though, is the Titans. No question.
Yeah,
He was bottom five. That was bottom five in pass rush. They were so bad last year. Derrick Henry, Ryan Tannehill was decent. He's decent enough for his role. AJ Brown is a stud. The line's insane. But right now that defense is dog. It's dog shit. So if they get J.J. Watt, they need that pressure. How many sacks did they get? I think they got barely any sacks last year. Javion Clowney, someone expected to do something. 0 sacks. It was awful, man.
Yeah. I think I want to go now. I think his destination, the one that makes sense is the Titans or the Packers. But I think the fun one is the Browns. And I would love to see him with Myles Garrett on the Browns.
Wasting his career again.
I got a dark horse for this, and I got the Buffalo Bills. I got the Buffalo Bills.
Bro, I need that.
Got it ready.
That's a fire edit.
Obviously, I'd want the Bengals, though, but that's not going to happen. So, yeah. I'd say the Packers, probably.
I'd love him on the Browns.
My defense has been horrible all season. But...
Nah. The one team he can't go to is the Steelers.
Yeah, he did not go to the Steelers.
God, no.
He goes to the Steelers.
They don't need him.
Hey, Nick, what do you have to say about this?
Nick, you're
What is
muted.
this man doing? Bro, is he watching another feed?
He's muted.
Hello?
There we go.
Yes!
Yeah.
All right.
He's
Nick.
here.
Okay.
Nick, give your take on the JJ Watt ordeal.
We gotta leave that in.
Now, I think you guys might disagree with me on this, but I think a team that could use them is the Raiders. And
I see it.
Now, hear me out. They have a young defense. I think Watt would fit in well, be the leader of that defense. Green will coach him well. And if he went to Las Vegas, that would become a playoff team. And I think
I still would come.
They'll become a playoff team, but he wants to contend. He wants the title. This man's 33 or something.
He does.
He wants to contend. He's going to like the Bucks are even in the running.
And into a title team, I think he'll go to Baltimore. I think him and Calais Campbell.
Baltimore?
I agree. That was mine.
I think he would fit well in more for like a Super Bowl team. But as he wants to go to,
I think.
Oh, I have another one.
Leader, I would pick him to go to the Raiders. Raiders and Ravens would be his two best destinations.
I also could see Seattle as a pretty big spot. They had a horrible defense last season, and I think Carlos Dunlap did do a lot of help there. But I think they could use a guy like J.J. Watt as well.
Yeah. Also, the Russell Wilson rumors, nothing's happening with that shit. He's staying.
Nah. Russell Wilson is staying.
He just signed a big contract. He's not leaving.
Here's another thing I'm thinking about. Just right now, if J.J. Watt retired today, Hall of Fame first ballot or not?
First ballot.
3-time defensive player of the year.
It's got to be first ballot.
Question.
Yeah.
Okay, so for all of your viewers that are still on, we're going to move on to an NBA topic about top teams if they would have been in their primes. And we're going to make a top 10 list. And hopefully you guys stay on. You enjoy it. So who wants to start us off?
I'll start us off.
Okay, well, go
All
ahead.
right. So for the viewers that still might not know what we're doing not just the top NBA teams, but the top NBA teams if every player was in their prime. For example, my first pick, the 2012 Lakers, didn't qualify for the playoffs, but imagine if they had prime Kobe, prime Pau Gasol, prime Steve Nash, prime Ron Artest. That's like a 65-win team right there. If they're all in their primes, that's multiple MVPs. That's a very good team. Now my other team, the 95 Spurs. This team, David Robinson, Moses Malone, Dennis Rodman, Doc Rivers. That is another. They already won 62 games with Moses Malone far out of his prime. If Moses Malone in his prime on that team, that's definitely a title lock. Now, Nick, what are your teams? What are your two?
So my teams, first one is the 2012 Spurs. Kawhi Leonard, Tony Parker, Ginobili, Tim Duncan. I mean, if all those guys were in their primes, they could have
T-Mac
had
too.
a big dynasty. And Tracy McGrady. They could have had a big dynasty, I feel like. They could have won multiple NBA championships.
Now they got the T-Mac curse. They are making out the second round.
And then my second team is the 19 Warriors. When they lost to Toronto in the NBA Finals, of Cousins, Green, Thompson, Durant, Curry, if all of them were in their primes, again, they would have won that series and probably gone on to win more. So I think those are my two teams. And yeah.
All right. Nathan?
I'm going to start with the recent one as well. Go to that early season, 2017, 2018 Cleveland Cavaliers. Looking at, of course, LeBron, prime LeBron, whatever you want to say that is. We got Minnesota, Kevin Love, MVP Rose, Lil Turbo, Isaiah Thomas, back at it. Got J.R. Smith, can't forget him. They also got Kendrick Perkins. So it's just guaranteed ring. That's a dominant team. I also got the 85, 86, 76ers. Got a lot of MVPs on that team. We got Charles Barkley, Dr. J, Moses Malone, Bob McAdoo. I just think about that. Crazy team. All in their primes. That's competing with Jordan for a long time if that was happening. Let's go to Brendan.
Okay, so I went very recent because I got a little lazy. But so we're gonna start it off with we're gonna go 2010, 2011 Celtics. So you got prime Rajon Rondo, prime Paul Pierce, prime KG. Then you got Shaq, prime Shaq, and Ray Allen add that. Tell me a team that's stopping this. I don't think a team can stop that.
My team can stop that. My team can stop that.
Bro, stop the cap. Stop the cap. Okay, you can
Lakers,
say your
though.
argument after I go. You say your argument after I go. I got my next team. 2020 Nets. You're gonna have prime Kyrie, prime James Harden, 36 points per game. Prime Kevin Durant could honestly be right now, and then prime DeAndre Jordan to actually add some defense to that team. And then if you really want to, we could sign Steve Nash to a 10-day. Sign Steve Nash to a 10-day. Sign Amari Stoudemire to a 10-day. Put them on the primes too. They're on the team, coaching staff.
Hey,
counts.
Hey, all right, if we're doing that, I'm taking my 95 Spurs. Doc Rivers? Oh no, he's not playing. He's coaching. Get up there. Got Greg Popovich at GM. Doc Rivers at
Bro, you really taking that man? He dick your eyes at Celtics ring.
All right, just continue.
Hey, Odin, what is your team that's going to take down Brendan's? Let's hear it.
Yeah, a lot of
The
talk
last
over
year's
there.
champions, the 1920 Lakers, are my team. I'll tell you my big three right now. J.R. Smith, Rajon Rondo, Deion Waiters, all in their prime. Unstoppable.
Oh no, I can't stop that. I can't stop that.
Then we got LeBron and AD, Jared Dudley, Danny Green, Alex Caruso, and KCP. And Dwight Howard. He's good too. Don't be in that team, bro. Can't find my Zoom.
My team's beating you. That's who.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
Yes.
Say it.
All right, I got the 11,
We lock
12
you up.
Thunder.
Dwight Howard would block anyone on your team.
I got the 11-12 Thunder and the 8-9 Suns. I'll start with the Thunder. So we have young KD, young Harden, Ibaka, Reggie Jackson, and Russell Westbrook. This team did make the finals before it was dismantled against a prime Heat team, and they did lose 1-4. But imagine if this team was in their prime and they re-signed everybody. This team would at least win one ring. Now let's talk about my other team, the 8-9 Suns. We have Grant Hill, Shaquille O'Neal, Amari Stoudemire, Steve Nash, Jason Richardson. We have Boris Diaw coming off the bench, and Leandro Barbosa and Goran Dragic as well. I think that team would make at least one finals. And that team didn't even make the playoffs when they were together. So, yeah.
They'd make, not win the finals, though.
All right. So out of all those teams, which one do you think, if we put them all into the playoffs, which one do you think comes out?
I think that 2012 Spurs team's a little weak compared to the other.
Honestly, if I had to
Everybody-
pick, I would say the best team out of these teams would probably be the 19 Warriors, because you have Curry, best shooting scorer in the game. You got Thompson, one of the best defending shooting guards in the game. Prime KD, who can do everything. Then you got Draymond Green, who is the power forward. Kind of reminds me of like point guard that doesn't score because he can pass. He can get rebounds. He can do everything at the power forward spot. And then you got DeMarcus Cousins, range extender, center shooting. I mean, I don't think any team's stopping all of that.
Nick,
So,
I
I'm
wouldn't.
gonna
I
have-
mean, I
So
think
I
that
think
09 Suns or that Celtics team, I think Shaq would have a field day on Boogie Cousins.
Nick,
all right, I think the worst
didn't
team.
Celtics.
didn't that team have
Looking unstoppable.
Iggy and David West?
Yeah, it had Andre Iguodala and David West too.
Oh yeah.
And I'm
They're good.
thinking the worst team. I'm thinking the worst team. This might be a hot take. Is the 2012 Thunder. For one reason is they don't really have much depth besides the five guys that I named. I mean, can you tell me who Orlando Tucker is, or who
Trash.
Raja Bell is? You can't. You
Trash.
can't. They have no
Kanye
depth
guy.
besides those five guys. So that's why I think.
Not a 3-hour contract.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
Hey, that 2020 Nets team, we're already almost seeing them all in
Oh,
the
yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that one too. I was gonna
Maybe.
say
Yeah, I
that.
agree with that one too.
DeAndre Jordan, he's not in his prime, but like that team,
Bro.
DeAndre Jordan in his prime doesn't give them enough defense.
Yeah, and they
Like,
still don't have.
I got
depth.
Jeff Green, bro.
Brother,
Into
they literally have no depth unless you literally have Spencer Dinwiddie come off that torn ACL.
they have
So
no
he played
depth. Like who's Bruce Brown? Who's
No, Bruce Brown puts people on locks. He puts people on locks. Don't disrespect Bruce Brown.
Jeff Green. So
He puts people on locks. He puts them on
Always
locks.
You don't have any depth.
We could put Steve Nash in. We could put prime MVP Steve Nash in off the coaching staff and Amari Stoudemire. We get those two, we good.
Doesn't work
Seven
like
man.
That team.
You run
that
seven
team
man the
definitely
entire year.
works.
2K logic. Come on now.
No.
And DeAndre Jordan does not fix the defensive problems
DeAndre Jordan
at
does
all.
not fix all the
Nowhere near it.
problems.
Looking at a team with
No,
some
we
of the
got
worst
Amari
defensive rating in
Stoudemire now.
history.
We got Amari Stoudemire now.
I'm
Right
still
up there.
taking the 09 Suns as the best team.
Yeah,
They've got a great
Yeah,
depth.
to be honest,
That's the best.
I'm taking 09. I'm taking 09 Suns 2010-11 Celtics finals.
That's what I'm taking too. That's what I'm taking too.
Nah,
The
I'm taking
finals.
all
My finals would be.
95
You're
Spurs.
disrespecting my Lakers.
It would be 19
I'm not
Warriors.
disrespecting your Lakers.
It would be 19 Warriors versus the 12
Lakers.
Lakers.
Oh, Odin, you really think the 1920 Lakers could beat the 2019 Warriors?
Yeah.
Who's guarding Shaq? Who's guarding Shaq?
Anthony
Jack
Davis.
didn't play then.
I don't
I
think
did not-
any.
Who's guarding Shaq and KG on the same team? Who's guarding that?
No.
Let me think.
this is
AD
why I'm
and LeBron, bro.
This is why my
Actually,
95
AD and Dwight, we lock him.
This is why my 95
You can't
Spurs
put two.
beat out those 2010 Celtics. You know, almost nobody can stop Shaq, but you know the one person that could,
Dwight Howard.
David Robinson, and
Those
Moses
two.
Malone. I feel like he could. David
Who's that?
Robinson, Malone,
Oh,
putting
David
Shaq
Robinson.
on locks. That whole game, Dennis Rodman cleaning up down low.
I would agree.
They're gonna do
I would agree.
everything. They're gonna feast.
And two, with Shaq, back to 19 Warriors, with Shaq guarding Cousins. Don't get me wrong, Shaq's definitely the better player, but Cousins will be able to go to the 3-point line, which would draw Shaq out of the paint and just allow more open.
I got
Yeah, but,
another team.
But you know what Boogie's not gonna do? Stop Shaq in the post.
In fact,
He's got help with that.
Hey, threes are greater than twos.
Can
Yeah.
I got another team that
Everyone
didn't
else in
put
that
in.
team can shoot though. Kevin Garnett,
Shaq versus Boogie.
decent jump shot. We got Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, Rajon Rondo, Dimer Central.
I got another team that I didn't put in here, who I could think be good, is the 1999 Rockets. They had Barkley, Pippen, and Hakeem. That'd be a pretty good big three if they were all together.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they could probably get that'd be like a first round exit compared to these teams.
Yeah, probably.
There's that Lakers team.
That's the problem. Big Hall of Fame big threes aren't enough.
There's
I
the
also think
Lakers
the
team
Heat
with
with
Paul
Shaq
Wall
could
and Sean
be
Kemp.
Another team I would say is the Milwaukee Bucks. Oscar Robertson, Kareem, Ray Allen,
Ooh.
Michael Redd, Finley.
Wait, hold on.
all
What?
those
What?
guys.
Oscar Robertson, Kareem, and Ray Allen.
He's naming 2K players that are like 87 overalls in the all-time teams.
This all-time 2K team.
Oh, all.
Oh, he's naming those all-time 2K teams. They're like 87s and have like an A+3.
Ray Allen and Oscar Robinson was.
Ray Allen and Kareem, dynamic duo.
Get out.
See, even in college when they played.
Thank you guys
Oh, there.
for watching. If you stayed to the end, I love you more than you could think. I don't know. All right, thank you for watching, and please subscribe. We're gonna hit you with more of this stuff if you liked it. If you didn't,